Hey guys, it's Adam. It's Monday, so here is your minister's moment. Last night on Zoom, when doing our first snap on Zoom in a long while, we were talking with the youth about generosity. And we're using the story of the Good Samaritan in Luke 10 to kind of give an example of that. I mean, that's a good story, right? It's a good example of somebody, sacrificing, donating their money, their time, their knowledge, and even, committing to a long-term investment in somebody who is in need. Good example of generosity, of things that are, important this time of year, especially with, COVID-19 continuing and people being in tough spots and wanting to put Christmas presents under the tree, or maybe just wanting to put food on the table. It's a good time to be generous. And this morning on the radio, as I was, going to submit my COVID-19 test, I actually heard on Way FM that the Salvation Army has reported this year that they have 87,000 new volunteers wanting to help out this year for accepting donations, for working in warehouses and different kind of things like that. That's really awesome. 87,000 people that have never volunteered before with the Salvation Army signed up to volunteer, to be generous, to help out in this time of need. I love that. I think about the story of the Good Samaritan and all those people that are donating, and that's 87,000 people that are willing to step out during a pandemic, to some of them ring bells and help take donations and interacting with people as they walk by. I'm sure they're wearing masks and everybody else is too, but it's when they're willing to step out and to get out and to help. And if we're going to help people, that's what we have to be willing to do. We have to be willing to come out of our homes and help people out, that in a lot of ways. Obviously there's ways to help at home, but at the same time, especially here being at home by myself with my family, just on the other side of doors and, talking to them, seeing them occasionally from long distances away. We need that interaction. We need each other. We need people in our lives. We need to see smiles. We need to see, people helping people and inspiring others to do so at the same time. We need that, especially right now. And admittedly, that comes with risk. It's so tempting, and I get it, especially right now. It's so tempting to just want to stay home and huddle up and not go out and only get groceries through, the pickup and not walk into any stores and do all of that. It's scary. I get it. But that's never what Christians have been called to do. We've never been called to barricade ourselves indoors and not interact with anyone. There is risk involved in everything. There is risk involved in driving to work in the morning, to driving to the grocery store to pick up groceries. There is risk involved in everything we do. And if we're going to risk, why not do so in helping others? I think about, for example, going back to the Good Samaritan. He's on this remote road that's known for people getting robbed and beaten and left for dead, and bandits being around. How many times have we seen in movies and TV shows, and so I assume in history, the person laying on the side of the road is with the bandits, is just pretending to be injured or hurt or dying on the side of the road, and just is left for bait for the rest of the bandits to come on and jump on the person that's stopping and willing to help. Did the Good Samaritan understand that? Did the Good Samaritan know that risk and help anyway? Could be. It's just a story. I know I'm overanalyzing maybe a little bit. I do that in my brain, stories and stuff. But I can't help but think, there's so many times we could help. And we don't. We decide in the moment, oh, well, I'm busy. I need to, I got somewhere else to be and stuff. And there's so many times, at least me personally, I have, talked myself into, maybe it's a conversation with God, my soul, little angel demon on the shoulder, whatever. I talk myself into, no, that can wait. I need to go back and help. And every time that I've done that, every time that I've turned around and gone back and tried to find the person that I wanted to help, they're gone. The moment has passed. I decided not to, and I missed an opportunity to be Jesus to somebody. I don't like that. And in this time, we are in a pandemic. We are, scared. We are afraid of catching a virus. We're afraid of spreading a virus. And that's definitely something we don't need to do. But in the story of the Good Samaritan, the Samaritan is placing himself in harm's way. The Samaritan is saying, I'm willing to take the risk of being jumped by bandits to help this person. And that's the step that we need to do. If you're sick, if you've been exposed, stay home. Do not spread it to anybody else, of course. But if the opportunity arises that you have to step in and we have to step in, I step in, and I'm at risk of being exposed to help somebody, that's what we're called to do, guys. We can all stay home and we can all, get rid of this virus if all of us just stay home and nobody interacts with anybody. But there's going to be people in need. There always are people in need. Jesus said, you'll always have the poor with you. You won't always have me. We are called to be the ones to go out, to be generous, to see a need in somebody's life and to fill that need. That's what Jesus did for us. That is the generosity that he displayed in coming to earth as we celebrate this Christmas, being born as a baby, going from God to human being and spending those 33 years here. And we need to follow his example. We are called to follow his example. And if we see somebody in need, I believe that we are called, commanded maybe even, to provide that need. If you can, you should, because that's what Jesus did. He's the only one who could have fixed our sin problem in our lives. And so he did, because he could. So in this time of Christmas, in this time of need, may we take that risk. May we go out and meet needs in people's lives, because that is what we are called to do. Maybe you can't donate money. I understand money can get really tight right now. You can donate like the Good Samaritan. You can donate resources. You can donate time. You can donate knowledge. You can donate so many things to people that are in need. Let's do that. We can, so we should. Love you guys. See you next time.